Hola, hola, hola. Welcome back to my channel. Oh wait, that's not it. Hola, hola, hola. It's tu chico Joan and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to walk y'all through how to build these amazing little picture ledges. The original idea came from this YouTuber that I watch. His name is SALOMONE. His YouTube channel is 4 Eyes, and he's a furniture maker. He's a carpenter and a furniture maker, and I just remember seeing his take on these very beautiful, very simple designed picture ledges for Polaroid cards. And I've always wanted to do something like that, but I didn't have a table saw with me or even a router that I could use for this. So I wanted to see if there's a way that you can do this without any power tools, really just taking pieces of wood that would naturally create a channel for you to be able to use this foam padding or this foam backing with. And finally, after probably like 3 to 4 years of thinking about it, I decided to actually go ahead and tackle it because I felt like this space behind me needed some zhuzhing up. Right now it was just a plain brick wall. I wanted to be able to swap out the background art on there depending on what my mood is. So stick around and we can do this together. One of the first things that I start to do when I begin any new project is I want to sketch it out. I really need that visual input for myself, just to help me out. So what I'm doing here is kind of drawing out the schematic of what I imagine the picture ledge will look like. So that little square that you see is the back wood piece, and in front of that back wood piece is going to go another piece of wood that is going to be thinner but also longer, so that from the front it looks like it's one solid flat piece covering that back portion. And in there I'm just going to go ahead and put in some line art that I already have and some new ones that I'm going to be drawing myself, as well as some pictures that I've taken over my years of travel that I've put on some foam backing. So for this project we're going to need a couple of things. First, you'll need some wood glue. Then we'll also need some command strips to stick the wood paneling to the back, some spring clamps, and your 2 pieces of wood. So here's the flat, thin one that will be in the front, and a square dowel that will go in the back. Alright, so all I'm doing is taking the square piece in the back, and I'm going to run a bead of wood glue just around the back of it. Alright, and I'm just going to choose the side that looks best, and that's going to be facing the outside. And again, taking that square piece of wood that's going to be towards the back and just putting it down towards one end of the flatter front piece and using the spring clamps to just hold it into position, making sure that everything is flush so that it's level. So now that the first one is done, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that 2 more times for my 3 shelves. When I finished clamping that second shelf, I realized that it didn't have enough clamps to go around for all 3. So I remember watching another video by SALOMONE where he used painter's tape as clamps. So all I'm doing here is taking a piece of painter's tape and I'm going to use that to actually hold those 2 wooden pieces together. I'm going to wrap it really tightly around the 2 pieces of wood just so that it adds a little bit of pressure to hold those 2 pieces together. And now taking those command strips, putting them together and sticking them to the back of that square piece of wood and using that to secure it onto the wall. So I'm just trying to get a feel for what the layout of these 3 shelves would look like and figuring out the spacing. So I figured out that the foam backing that I have takes up exactly 2 widths of the bricks that I have. I'm going to use that as kind of my guide. Then I'm also using a level to make sure that all of my shelves are actually level to the wall, and then just kind of putting them in place. And here is the final product. Here is a nice view of what the shelf or ledge actually looks like and how that foam backed piece of art slides right into that channel that was created with the 2 pieces of wood. If you liked this video and you want to keep watching all of the other things that I plan to do to my apartment and just in life in general, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like and a notification bell in case you want to be notified of when I upload videos, which I am trying to figure out what is the best way to upload them, if it's better to do it once a week or twice a week. So yeah. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that it was instructive and I hope that you actually go ahead and build this. The materials are really inexpensive and you can find them at your big box hardware store. So that's going to be your Lowe's or Home Depot. And really, you can probably even buy these things from Michael's, so long as the back part is wider than the thickness of the foam that you're planning to use. Just takes a little bit of wood glue, some pieces of wood, and some command strips because they're very, very light. Alright, so all of the links for the materials that I've used will be linked below, as well as Chris Salomone's YouTube channel and the video that I used as my inspiration. So go ahead and give those a check. Go check them out. That's what I meant. Go check them out. I hope you come back and I hope you like this video. Bye.